Yo, what's going on guys? HyperX here, and today I want to talk about a game called Thymesia and answer the question, what exactly is Thymesia? This is a game that of course falls within the spectrum of titles and genres that I enjoy. It's a Soulsborne, effectively. As you guys know from the Elden Ring coverage, from some of the stuff we've done in the past, Demon Souls, Sekiro, stuff like that. I like these genres. I may not necessarily be the best Soulsborne player, in fact I definitely am not. I die quite a lot, but I feel like that's kind of the purpose of these games. But regardless, this one is another upcoming Soulsborne title that has recently been pushed back to 2022, but it does look pretty cool. It's got some rather interesting gameplay mechanics, some cool visual style to it, so I thought today I would just talk a little bit about this just in case it's not on your radar, because again, if you guys like games like Elden Ring, you like games like Dark Souls, any of those Soulsborne style titles, then this might be another one to put on your radar. So if you guys do enjoy this, a like would be super appreciated. If you guys have already seen trailers for this, if this is already on your list of games you're looking forward to, let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of this? And of course, if you do want to see more, then don't forget to subscribe, as I'll definitely be checking it out once I get a chance to go hands-on next year. Now, of course, thematically, this looks kind of like it kind of sort of has those Bloodborne-y feels to it. I haven't had a chance to play Bloodborne yet. I know, I appreciate that is a cardinal sin, but games like Lies of P, which of course we've spoken about recently, and now Thymesia, definitely feel like they have that same style of vibe. It's being published by Team 17, and the developer is Overborder Studio. They are a Taiwanese developer. It's coming to Steam, PlayStation, and Xbox, and the game is set in a world of alchemy, plague, and monsters. You play as a character known as Corvus, whose primary goal is effectively to cure the plague and gain his memories back. Interestingly, Thymesia is a word of Greek origin, meaning memory, so we can therefore imagine and speculate that it'll of course play a large part in the story, hence of course regaining memories, that kind of thing. Your memories are scattered all over the kingdom, and it's up to you to find them, unearth your memories by completing challenges and adventures, and stitch them together to uncover the real truth. Now, Corvus himself seems to be some sort of like half-human, half-raven hybrid, and some of his attacks are inspired by the sort of medieval practice of bloodletting. You attack enemies, they release energy, and if you use your Raven Claw at the right time, you can actually absorb this energy. Now, this is really cool because, of course, you can then pull the sort of plague and the disease from these enemies, and you don't just take it out. It's not just extraction. You can actually use this to power up your weapons, which looks incredibly cool, and that is basically the mechanic behind these sort of glowing green weapons you'll see in some of the gameplay. Sometimes you fight with standard looking, metal weaponry. Other times you see these sort of turquoise green spirit looking weapons, and that is effectively that mechanic. You're pulling the essence out of the enemies, infusing that, imbuing that into your weapons to basically give you powerful attacks. The official kind of game description says, steal diseases from the horrifying enemies you encounter and use these as your weapons. The power of disease is the only way you'll make it out alive in the plague-ridden desolate kingdom, so make sure you wield them wisely. Of course, as you progress, much like you would expect, you can then sort of spec into different playstyles. The skill tree itself focuses primarily on attack, defense, and evasion, so of course you can then lean into different branches depending on how you want to play. Of course, if it's me, I'm just going to spec into evasion so I can roll and dash all the time. That's basically how I play these games, right? If in doubt, if in danger, roll and get out. But honestly, from what we've seen so far, which admittedly isn't a great deal, there's a few sort of short trailers so far, but the gameplay is looking really nice. Again, it's kind of the sort of stuff that you would expect from this genre. Lots of sort of like weighty, meaningful attacks. Of course, having that sort of like Raven aspect to it where you need to grab things means timing is going to be an important aspect of combat, which probably means it's not going to work out very well for me. But you have those weighty attacks, you have that necessity to read your enemies to make sure you don't get completely clapped. And of course, you are then going to be fighting a wide array of bosses, many of whom will probably ruin your life. That being said, honestly, I like it. Thematically, it looks cool. It looks pretty dark, it looks pretty grim, which is again what you'd expect from this genre, but I do really like those sort of glowy weaponry. I feel like there's gonna be some epic boss battles where it's pretty dark, and the stuff you'll see primarily will be those bright weapons, so I can't wait to see this in action. But anyway, that is effectively what Thymesia is right now. Again, once we get to go hands-on, I will definitely share some more with you guys, but this is another one I have now added to my radar, another game that I definitely want to check out, and a game that of course, may well, depending on when it releases, may well of course be something to play on that wait for Elden Ring. So let me know again in the comments down below what you guys think of this, and again, do keep it locked if you want to see more. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you want to catch more from us, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss our latest uploads. And if you want somewhere to hang out, play games, or chat all things from games to anime, food to fitness, consider joining the HyperX Gaming Discord.